Hello, welcome to the next video in the video series that I've been putting out so far. Alright, if you've not watched the first video before this, I'm going to link it to this video so you can watch that also. But what I've been trying to do is to take you through the entire process that I want to use to build a company or a side hustle, if you may, that can generate $100,000 in revenue in a single year. And every single thing, all of my processes, every single thing behind the scenes of what I'm doing is what I am doing here. As a matter of fact, I intend to take you on a journey to show you behind the scenes everything I'm doing so you can apply it in your own business. And the reason why I'm doing this is for a selfish reason. I understand that if I give something of value to you, you're going to come to this YouTube channel, help me grow it and all of that. So the only way I know to grow this channel is to give you something valuable that is useful to you, which is why every single information I'll be sharing in this channel is going to be information that you can use, valuable information that you can use to get results in your own business. All right, so without wasting much of your time, we are going to look at the MVP clarity line. I introduced this in the first video, and I told you that in this video I'm going to explain how to get started. I'll put this down a little bit so it doesn't take up the space. So I told you that we're going to get started. We're going to get started here, where I show you how to generate a tripwire. But the first thing you need to do before you generate a tripwire is to be very clear on your audience. And before I get into how to be clear on your audience, let me explain what a tripwire is. If you go to a supermarket or the mall and you buy stuff from the shelf, as you're going to the checkout counter, you're going to notice that around the counter area, you would see little items that you can pick up very quickly and check out on the counter area. Now, those things that you see around those places are designed to create an impulsive need to buy. So they're very cheap stuff, very small stuff. And then there are things that are very quick to pick up, very handy to pick up and put in your cart. Now, the reason why they put it around that counter area is to make you make that impulsive decision to buy. It is a way to make extra profit. And that's the same thing that you need to do when you want to launch a company online or when you want to launch a business on the internet. The first thing you need to create is your tripwire. And you're creating your tripwire for two reasons. Number one is you want to identify people that are most likely going to buy from you, people that are in the problem aware stage where they are willing to spend money to fix their problem. These are the kind of people you want to attract to your business because those are the best customers. Now, this does not mean that you shouldn't attract people that are ready to buy now. You do that by having the top of the funnel content. So what I'm creating right now, for example, can pass as top of the funnel content because they are free, they are valuable, but they get to attract the people that I want to work with in the future. That's the top of the funnel content. But the tripwire is quite different. The tripwire attracts people that are in the buying stage, people that are actually willing to spend money to solve their problem. But before you create your tripwire, the first thing you need to do is to create your audience, to be very clear on the audience that you want to sell your tripwire to. All right, good. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to be very clear and exactly how to have an educated guest on the perfect audience to target. Before, what people do was give a lot of content for free, create a list of people that are most likely interested to buy, and then ask them what they want before you try to sell them. But I know you want to start making profit immediately from your business. You want to test to be sure that your business actually have people that are willing to buy or pay for it. And that is exactly what you get to find out by being clear on the audience that you want to sell to. And that's what I'm going to explain to you right here. But the first thing you need to do before you create your tripwire and be clear on your audience is to know your offer. Already in the other video, I'm going to link it around here so you can watch. In the other video, I showed you how to create a hot, irresistible offer using something I call the irresistible offer framework. The one sentence you can use to be clear on your offer. Now, the first thing you need to do is to use that to generate your offer. And then once you're clear on what your offer is, then it's time to create the tripwire. And the first thing to do when you want to create your tripwire is to be clear on your audience. I've said that a lot of times already. So we're going to get into how to be clear on the audience. So the first thing you need to do if you want to be clear on your audience is to know the destination you want to take people to. What is the one thing you want to do? All right. For example, of course, you use the offer statement, but let us assume that where we want to take them to is we want to help people buy laptops, buy used laptops without fear of buying damaged ones. All right, without fear that what they're going to buy is going to be damaged. So this is, very, very rough way to put it, right? You can make it clearer when you want to do. But then, let's assume that this is the audience that we want to speak to. The first thing we want to do is to really, really understand this audience. And the way to do that is to ask ChatGPT. So we're going to go to ChatGPT. And the reason why ChatGPT works is because ChatGPT is a collation of different data that has happened on the internet. So they have tons of information on what exactly people are checking when they go to Google, what exactly people are reading up, what is in a lot of clicks and eyeballs, and they use that information to make a very educated guess on what your audience wants. And that's what we're going to try to find out. What exactly do they know about people that want to buy laptops? Because that's going to help us to find the sort of content we would create for that audience. All right, so we'll say act as an African trying who is in the market, or let's say who wants to buy a used laptop. What are the fears, frustration, pain, and needs of this audience? This out in their own words. So basically, I just want to look at the structure of what we've done here. So the first thing we did was to say, ask ChatGPT to act like the audience that we want to get information on. And the next thing we did was we told ChatGPT exactly what we need from it. So we said fears, frustration, pain, and needs of this audience. And then the third component of this prompt is list this out in their own words, because we want to be sure that we're actually getting this information in the words that people search the internet with, exactly the way they did that search. All right, so that's exactly what we are going to do with ChatGPT. I'm going to put it in. Let's see what happens. Good. All right, so when you look at the list, you'll see that this gives you a comprehensive view of the customer, the comprehensive view of the ideal audience. And you see, this first one is, what if the laptop is stolen and I get into trouble? I'm scared to stop working after a few weeks and I will lose my money. What if the battery doesn't last? I'm afraid the specs are fake, or the laptop has hidden problems. What if the seller refuses to help me after the purchase if something goes wrong, work or school? Okay, so now when you look at this, you're going to see that there are these are very specific information that this prompt is getting for us. And the next one is how to trust sellers online. Most of them don't even know the real condition of what they're selling. Many sellers don't give any form of warranty or return policy. I bought a used laptop before and started crashing within a month. I feel like I'm being cheated when I compare prices to laptop performance and all of that. So when you go through all of this information, you begin to see a pattern. All right, and then what you have to do is to go on your work decks or your rough work or something, and then you're going to draw a line. The first thing you're going to do is to draw something like this, a table. And on one side, you list out, let's say, you list out the recurring information that you're noticing. All right, so you list out the recurring information that we see here. The first one is, I'm scared to stop working after a few weeks and I'll lose money. So the first pattern I'm seeing here is the state of the laptop, that people want to be sure that the laptop is in good condition. So which means we can come here and say how to know, how to check if a used laptop is in good condition. Okay. All right, my handwriting is so rough. And then I keep repeating this in all of my videos. We'll keep doing these videos, they're going to get better. But for now, I just want to be on the side of momentum and just get started with my videos. But over time, I'll start to worry about all the prettiness and all of that nice stuff. But for now, we're going to start out imperfect. All right, so now, once you write this down, you go back and try to also understand, okay, what exactly is what other pattern do I need to find out? So the next one you would see is there are two patterns that I've noticed here. The second one is people want to know if a seller is legit. All right, so how to know legit sellers. Legit. All right, they want to be sure that they're not going to be cheated, right? So the next thing that they want to also know, they're not being cheated out and being sold something at extra price. Good. So now we have the three information that we can double down on. Now you can use this information and create your tripwire. This information gives you a very clear picture of what the audience is like. And then there are also other information that you can go deep and use in your marketing. All of these are ideas for different contents you can create and actually begin to attract the kind of audience that you want. But what I'm doing in my own business is I'm trying to be very, very clear that I'm working with the best angle as possible. So what I did after I did this whole exercise was to run something called the cheap test. Right now, this is not something that you would do if you don't want to do it. If you don't want to do it, no problem. You can get started with the information you already have. But me, I like to be very sure on what I'm doing. So the first thing I'm doing in my own business, Stack, when I took the information that I got from ChatGPT and I ran tests to try to find out exactly the ones that would get the most clicks. And the idea is the ones that get the most clicks for me is going to be the one that people really, really want. So let me show you exactly what I did after I got this information. So for me, what I did was I took all of this information, I ran ads to each of them and tried to understand every single thing that was involved in the entire process. To know the one that has the most clicks and then work with that. All right, so what I did, let me show you. Now, here are different ads that I ran. I ran tests to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like there are more than 10, right? And what I was looking out for was the one that got the best clicks at a very good price. Okay, let me show you. So these are the ad sets, and as you can see, this one had 7,000 naira per lead. This was 284 naira per lead, 1,600 per lead, 500 per lead, 706 naira per lead, and all of that. Okay, and let's go deeper and look at the results that we got. Basically what I was looking out for was the one that was getting the most leads, the ones that were getting the cheap leads, the one that were working so well. All right, so here, this particular one got 7 website leads, the same, you get 2,000 reach. And let's look at the clicks. The ad quality was below average, that doesn't matter, but engagement ranking was above average, right? And it was just it worked so well, right? So what this told me was that this angle, people really, really are interested in this angle, and that is the angle that I need to spend my time creating marketing assets for. Okay, and then let's go and look deeper. All right, so for anybody who is wondering, the what I did was this was lead generation ad. Okay, But you can also use traffic ad. Normal traffic ad should give you all of the information that you need. But this is not all. What I did next was I hit here to export. I exported every single the table data, and what I'm going to do is I don't have the time to start to begin to try to analyze all of this one by one. So the next thing I will do is to go to let's go here. I just go here and upload from computer, download, good. I'll upload it, and the spreadsheet is on ChatGPT, and I'll say act as a pro Facebook ad expert, analyze the data in this spreadsheet and tell me the exact ad that I need to scale. And I put it in. All right, let's see what ChatGPT says. We wait. Good. And with this, ChatGPT has given me ChatGPT has given me an information on exactly the type of the ad that I need to focus on. So what ChatGPT did first of all was to extract all of the information from the ad. Extracted all of the information from the ad, and then did a breakdown. It told me that look at the key metrics that they're going to be evaluating, and that it's going to focus on the ad with the highest results, the lowest cost per result, sufficient reach and impression to ensure scalability. And then he told me the ad name to focus on. He said ad name 6 set A, result 7 conversion, cost per result is 509 naira, reach is 2610, impression is that, amount spent was this, engagement rate ranking was above average, conversion rate ranking was above average. And then he now said recommendation, scale this ad because it has the highest number of conversion with a relatively low cost per result. Its engagement and conversion rates are above average and increasing strong. So with that, right, I have the information that I need. So I go back to my ad account to look at the particular ad it's talking about, and it's this one that I thought was actually a good deal. All right, so this is the one that it's talking about. So what I do is I'll just go. I'm not going to show this now because this contains information about my own offer, so I won't show you what that particular information is. But the next thing you will do is let's assume that this is the one that was picked up by your own test. You say, I'll just ask ChatGPT, I need to create a tripwire offer that upsells people to buy from me. Create a tripwire offer around this topic. How to identify if a laptop, let's see, be very specific on what we are working on here. Let's be very specific. Okay, this is not it. Okay, you used to check if the laptop is in good condition. Okay. How to identify if a laptop is in good condition. Make the tripwire offer highly valuable and irresistible. Okay, and then we see what ChatGPT does. Okay, beautiful. And then it just creates like the entire thing for you, right? So now we say offer description, a highly practical step-by-step guide that ensures buyers never waste money on faulty laptops again. This guide is perfect for anyone looking to buy a reliable used laptop, giving them confidence and saving them from costly mistakes. And then it says the first item in the offer is the ultimate laptop inspection checklist. Checklist that guides you on how to inspect every part of a laptop from battery health to hardware specs, ensuring it is in excellent condition. And you see that this item solves some of the problems that we noticed when we were working with the when we brought a list out from ChatGPT. The next one is learn to use free or low cost tools to check for hidden hardware and software issues. Video tutorial, red flags, assets. So this is a bundle that people we also recommended a price point for us. He said only $7. Okay, so we can sell this as a tiny investment compared to the potential savings from avoiding a bad laptop purchase. I mean, even give us the angle that we can use to sell this, and then why it's irresistible: peace of mind, cost savings, immediate value, exclusive incentives, right? And then once someone buys the tripwire, position your laptop as pre-verified using the same inspection checklist, ensuring that they are tested, reliable, and ready to go. This is it. All right. So with this information that I've given you now, you'll be able to come up with a tripwire idea, and that's exactly what I'm doing in my own business, right? I use these steps to come up with my tripwire idea, and then started to package it out. All right. So the next thing you would need is the first sales page that you would use to sell your tripwire. I already have something that you can use to work on that. Now this Trello board contains all of the templates that I use to crank out my offers, write my sales page from scratch and all of that. And right here is, where is it again? Okay, right here is a fill in the blank template that I use to write the copy for my tripwire offer. And the reason why it works so well, and the reason why I use it so often, is because it works very, very well. And I'm going to put a link below if you want to buy the entire Trello board. I'll give you a link below that you can use to buy it. So with this, you can write the entire copy for your entire sales letter that you use to sell your tripwire. All right, so this is it. Trello board. You're getting this Trello board today for around 30,000 naira. I'm going to share the link to buy in the comment section. So we have a lot of fill in the blanks here. We have fill in the blanks for picking a niche, if you want to pick a niche. We have one for planning out your funnel. We have fill in the blanks again for coming up with product idea, how to develop one expert positioning page, how to develop your offer, plan out your funnel. If you're creating a course, how to plan out your modules, templates you can use to plan out your modules. We have templates you can use to create lead magnets, templates you can use to create squeeze pages, thank you pages. We also have templates for creating launch emails, writing out your tripwire sales letter. We also have different templates. There's a lot of stuff that is packed out here, and it's just 30,000 naira. If you're interested, do not hesitate to go to the comments and see the link to buy. All right, so thank you very much for watching this video. In the next video, I'm going to break down, where is the thing we're going to. All right, so in the next video, we are going to look at webinars. All right, so now you have your audience. Now you have like the audience is basically people that are interested in knowing if a laptop is in good condition. That's our audience, right? And now you've also created a tripwire that's going to attract that audience. The next thing we want to do is to create a webinar that is going to now upsell them to buy a laptop from you, because now you have the audience that are likely in the laptop, likely interested in buying a laptop. Now we want to create a webinar that will get them to buy the laptop. And you can use this information that I've just shown you for different businesses, not just physical product business. You can use it for coming up with the perfect idea for your courses, your digital product consulting, coaching, all of that. It works for every part of businesses that are done on the internet. All right, so by now you're having clarity on how to create your MVP. In the next video, again, I've said that before, I like to repeat what I've said. Next video, we're going to go into webinars. See you then. Bye.